Heritage! Welcome to week 17 of your timeline signs. This week we are on cards 113 to 119. The first card we start with is Napoleon, crowned Emperor of France. So we're going to do N for Napoleon. Then you put your crown on your head, crowned Emperor, and for France, remember we put those pointer finger and thumb together and turn it back towards yourself. So Napoleon, crowned Emperor of France. The next card is Liberation of South America. So your arms come together as though they're bound, and you're going to free your arms. So liberation is like the freedom of. So liberation of, and then you're going to keep one hand up and do an S for South and an A for America. So liberation of South America. The next card is the War of 1812. So we've got our sign for war. And in 1812 they were using more bombs during that war. So we're going to make the sign for bomb. So the War of 1812. The next card is the Missouri Compromise. You're going to point to your forehead, and then you're going to bring your finger down right next to your other finger. The Missouri Compromise was a compromise between the free states and slave states, kind of equalizing the number of free and the number of slave states to give them equal influence within the country. The next card is Immigrants Flock to America. So you're going to take with one hand, you're going to come under and through. This is the sign for immigrants are flocking. And to America, you're going to bring your two hands together. This was the coming together of people from many different nations and countries into one. So they're unified in one country or one nation. So immigrants flock to America. The next card is the Monroe Doctrine. So by this point in history, America had expanded from the East Coast, where the Atlantic Ocean was, all the way to the Pacific Ocean with the Lewis and Clark expedition, and it encompassed, and the Louisiana Purchase, it encompassed that whole territory. So in the song that we sing, it goes from sea to shining sea. So for the Monroe Doctrine, because the United States had expanded into that area, the Monroe Doctrine was set up as a foreign policy, letting other nations know that anyone attempting to colonize within that area of the United States, that we would, as the United States, would consider that an act of aggression. So it was the first kind of foreign policy that we had as a nation. So for the Monroe Doctrine, you're going to bring your two hands together, kind of with your thumbs like this, and you're just going to show how the United States had expanded to fill from the Atlantic Ocean to the Pacific Ocean. And that's where that foreign policy came into place. So the Monroe Doctrine. And the last one is the Romantic period of the arts. So this follows the classical period of the arts, which was very structured. The Romantic period of the arts was focused a lot on emotion and drama. So for the sign for Romantic period, you're going to take your hands that are kind of just separated, and you're going to make a sad face and then a happy face to show the drama of that period. And that was encompassed in their paintings, in theater, and music, and all those things. All right, so those are your cards for this week. Let's just do a quick run through to remind you of what they are. We have Napoleon, crowned Emperor of France. Liberation of South America. The War of 1812. The Missouri Compromise. Immigrants flock to America. The Monroe Doctrine. And the Romantic period of the arts. And that's it. Have a great week.